I think I have the best personal item packing system. Let's talk about it. So, we're going to fully unpack my personal item and talk about everything that is in here. So, I have been using this backpack as my personal item for several years, and I've never had an issue with it fitting under the seat in front of me on a plane. And I have flown on a lot of different airlines: Delta, American, Breeze, United, Swiss, Brussels, Scandinavian, like a lot of different airlines, and it has always fit. It's kind of big, but it holds a lot of important things, and I keep this bag packed to the same size and with the same things pretty much no matter what length of a trip I'm going on. If I'm going away for one night or if I'm going away for 2 weeks, this bag is going to stay packed the same way. I have tried using a duffel bag as a personal item before, and I did not enjoy it. I did that for a trip to Spain and Italy a couple of years ago, and I just didn't like carrying it around. If I'm in the airport, I prefer to have this on my back and then I'm rolling my carry-on. So let's talk about what's inside. So we'll start at the back here. So this pocket is perfect for your passport. So I have this little passport holder, and it's nice, and it's because it's on my back, so no one can try to like get into it without me feeling that. So then this right here is not actually a pocket. This is just where the backpack straps live. You can put the backpack straps back inside if you want to just carry it by the handles, but I never really do that. So then let's open up our big section back here. So this is a little bit non-traditional. So this is just an adjustable strap that has a buckle like this. And I use this if I have a long like subway ride from the airport to wherever I'm staying. For example, like Chicago, if you fly into O'Hare, it's a decently long train ride. So this way I can attach my bags to one of the poles and not have to kind of hang on to it the whole time, and it keeps it from rolling away. So not a typical thing you'd always see, but I like having that. So I do have my laptop in here. I bring my laptop with me on most trips, just as a content creator. I am editing and things. And then also back here, I have a valet tray. So this is really nifty. I can snap it together like this, stores flat. But this I bring with me to set on my like night table whenever I'm traveling, and I can put keys, I can put hotel cards, loose change, earrings, anything like that I can put in this little tray, but it folds down and hardly takes up any space. So that's been pretty handy. I would also typically put my iPad in this section. Now, the beauty of my personal item is that everything just stays packed. And when I go on a trip, the only things I have to actually pack are my electronics and my retainer. Everything else I have duplicates of, and it just makes things really easy so I don't forget a toothbrush or don't forget a hairbrush, and just the kind of annoyance of having to wait until the last minute to pack things because, oh, I need to use my hairbrush. I just didn't like that, so I have accumulated duplicates of a lot of things. It's taken me about a year to buy like all of those things and figure out everything. So then on the outside here, this is called an air sling. So this is my pillow, and it attaches to the back of your seat, and it has an eye mask that kind of locks you in so your head can't tilt forward. And it also has a little sling for your arms, because I have found that sometimes I don't know what to do with my arms when I'm trying to sleep on a plane. So this I keep attached to the outside of my personal item. So the bulk of all my things are in this main compartment right here. So starting off, I keep a lightweight sweater just because you never know what the temperature of a plane is going to be. This is just really handy to have. This one is from Quince. Is their cashmere sweater. I take it with me on every trip. It's great to have. I like to pack in pouches. So let's talk about our first pouch, and this is my electronics chargers pouch. So in here, I have all the chargers I could need. This section right here, I have the charger for my camera. I have a Canon SX740HS. I also have an HDMI cable in here just in case I ever want to hook up my laptop to like watch shows on a TV somewhere where maybe the selection isn't great. I don't really watch a lot of TV on trips, but it's nice to have it just in case. So then in here, just a bunch of chargers for my phone, my AirPods, my Apple Watch. And I also always keep, even if I'm not going on an international trip, I always keep international chargers in here, especially because if you're going on a cruise, most cruises are going to have US chargers and European chargers, and sometimes you don't have a huge number of outlets on a cruise, so this is nice to get you just some extra outlet space on a cruise. So I do have duplicate chargers, and I don't have to bring any of my chargers from home, which is nice because I just don't have to deal with it. So my next pouch might be my favorite one. This is my plain pouch. So plain pouches have become kind of trendy lately, but in here I have all the things that I could possibly want or need while I am on the plane. So before I would go on a trip, I would put my Kindle in here and I would put my AirPods in here. But what stays packed, I have hand sanitizer, I have chargers as well, and I like these retractable ones because they don't take up as much space. So you never know what kind of charger port you're going to have on a plane. So I have both USB-B and USB-C so that I am ready to go. I have an eye mask for sleeping. Then these are wired headphones because I have tried the Bluetooth connect your AirPods to the plane thing. I don't know. I could not get it to work. So I just have wired headphones because the ones that give you on the plane are not very good. So this is one for me, one for my husband. I have a power bank. I love this one that has the cords just attached. So again, I'm trying to kind of minimize the cords for this bag. Then I have gum, of course. I have some lip balm. I love this one from e.l.f. Earplugs, and then just a little snack. I also have some wet wipes just to, sanitize the tray table, and I have some Dramamine. Sometimes I do get a little motion sick on planes. So next in this pouch, which is an Ipsy bag, I have many of these floating around. I have liquid IV, just because sometimes on a trip you get dehydrated and don't drink enough water. So great way, especially in the summer, just to get that extra hydration in. So then I have my travel makeup bag. So I have gotten duplicates of my makeup. I really don't wear super expensive makeup, so it wasn't too expensive to get a duplicate bag, but I have, brushes, eyelash curler, just my typical things that I use in my makeup routine. My makeup routine is largely inspired by the Shelby Ann makeup routine. If you have seen that, it's fantastic, and she recommends some really good drugstore products. So then this is the largest thing in my personal item. This is all of the hygiene toiletry things that I could possibly need. It's a little bit overkill, probably, the number of things I have in here, but you just never know. And the things in here are things that I have wanted on trips and maybe didn't have, and then for the next trip, I added it. So this is everything my husband and I both need for a trip. So in here, we have a hairbrush, there's ponytail holders, deodorant for both of us. I've got medicine. We're not on any prescription medications, but I have motion sickness, Imodium, Tums, ibuprofen, allergy, all of those basic things. I have my toothbrush, I have shampoo and conditioner, I have a tiny curling iron, just all the things you could possibly need. So I try to put in this section, it's like the liquid things like shampoo, toothpaste. This is just kind of the catch-all, this is the catch-all, and then medicine up here with some Band-Aids. So many things in here, even random things like I have a lint roller, I have safety pins, I have a little sewing kit, Q-tips, little things that anything I could possibly need while I'm on a trip, I just like to be extra prepared. So that is everything that I keep in my personal item. Again, it does fit on every plane I have been on. I have not had an issue with it fitting under the seat in front of me. And so I stick all of my clothes in my carry-on. I do generally prefer to pack carry-on only unless I'm going on a cruise or a longer trip, but I will link everything that I have shown down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know some other travel videos that you would like to see.